saw my husband bring out a pair of handcuffs. He locked me to the bed. He swallowed a Viagra and said he wanted to play a game with me, but he got too worked up. His heart couldn't take it. A minute later, he collapsed on top of me. I tried to hold up his body, but he never woke up. Instead, he fell hard to the floor, and my wrists were still chained to the bed. I screamed for help, hoping someone could hear me. At first, I thought it was one of his cruel jokes. I prayed it wasn't real, but when I saw blood spreading on the floor, fear took over me. Then I heard footsteps outside the door. I yelled as loud as I could, but as the steps got closer, my hope vanished. A dog wandered over to my husband's body. I shouted and tried to scare it away, but it only licked the blood on the floor. My shouting did nothing. Then it sank its teeth into his arm. I watched in horror, desperately trying to break free from the cuffs. I grabbed a book within reach and hurled it at the dog, but when I looked again, it was carrying a piece of flesh in its mouth. Despair and terror numbed me until the next moment. My husband stood up again. I tried to explain what had just happened, but his body was still lying on the floor. There were now two versions of him in the room. I could barely comprehend it.
Well, I'm pretty sure you just lost your mind. But seeing a dog eating your husband will do that. I mean, if you're gonna have a mental breakdown, that's a pretty great excuse.
Perfect.
He told me not to waste time, that I could only rely on myself. I focused on the cuffs again, ignoring the pain in my wrists, and after countless attempts, I finally unlocked one. With one hand free, I leaned over to the bedpost and snapped it with all my strength. At last, I broke free. I rushed toward the door, but when I looked back, I saw myself still chained to the bed. I couldn't understand what was happening. They argued with each other and whispered a terrible secret.
He put you in those handcuffs way before Gerald did.
Who's he?
I denied it all, tried to steady my breath, tried to calm myself down, and thought about how to unlock the cuffs. Then I noticed my phone on the table. If I could reach it, I could call 911. So I started to try, but it was always just a little bit further. The dog kept gnawing at my husband's corpse. The sound of chewing chilled me. I hadn't eaten in 6 hours. Then I remembered my husband had left a glass of water on the shelf. That was my chance to stay alive. I pushed my hand against the shelf, tilting it slightly to the side, slowly raising my arm until the cup slid down. I caught it just in time, but his ghostly voice mocked me.
What?
That's what.
My wrists were still shackled. The distance was too far to drink. I forced myself to calm down, placed the cup back carefully, and thought of another way. I was wearing a brand new shirt. Its tag was still on the shelf. I grabbed it, rolled it into a straw, placed it between my lips, and reached for the cup again. The straw was just long enough. I drank greedily, but I knew I couldn't finish it all at once, so I put it back, and with that small victory, I found the will to survive.